That came out Saturday the other day. I want to touch on this Francisco Rodriguez thing because it's a bizarre one for me. It's been turned into a no contest, but that rematch has been ordered, and as the WBC have found that it was accidental ingestion. What do you make of what's come out, and is that something you're going to explore? Because
it's not as bizarre as what I'm about to tell you, which is I found out last night that Francisco Rodriguez also failed a drugs test in his last fight in Texas. And I mean, I just can't really believe what's going on. I think all fighters need the opportunity to clear their name, right? They need a fair trial. But to see that happen in a 2-week period, like, you know, and just to come out and say, yeah, it was accidental and on we go. I mean, I've been in that process before. It took us 2 years to clear Conor Benn's name with 4 different hearings. This seems to be 2 weeks. And I phoned Mauricio. I was just on BoxRec last night, looking at Francisco Rodriguez, because I'm sad like that, and I saw that his last fight was a no contest. Now, normally if there's a ban, it will tell you on BoxRec, but obviously if there was a ban, this is now, and because of what's happening, I start to look a little bit deeper into this, and it says no contest. So we speak to the Texas Commission, who confirmed that he failed a drugs test on the night. Now, we've requested more information on that. I then phoned Mauricio Sulaimán and said, did you know that Francisco Rodriguez also failed a drugs test for his last fight? And he said, no, I didn't. I said, well, like, you know, I mean, firstly, let's see the information around that. But the reality is if this is a second offence or a second drug test in a row, surely we have to look at that. And how on earth can you order? I mean, even if it was one test, how can you order a rematch? Like, Galal Yafai has just boxed 12 rounds with a guy who unquestionably, whether it was intentional or not, had performance-enhancing drugs in his system. This is a very simple situation. That's to be dealt with. To say now, oh yeah, don't worry about it, we're going to call it a no contest, but we're going to run it back. Like, it's bizarre. Now as well, with this. Also, it's not really down to the WBC in terms of the ruling from the Commission. The British Boxing Board of Control, via UKAD, will now have to make a decision regarding his suspension. And if Rodriguez gets suspended, then that means he'll be unable to fight in other jurisdictions around the world. We've been there as well.
All right. Can't believe I'm getting out this late again, but hey, it is what it is. So I think somebody sent this to me on X, tagged me in it. And for the most part, they Eddie Hearn, you know, as a promoter, matchmakers, they got to do their job in researching this stuff, you know, researching these fighters. And basically, I played the audio beforehand, make sure my microphone is on. He pretty much said they were unaware that Francisco dude that trained with they got popped and had the no boxing, no life patch on. Because that's an affiliate of Eddie Reynoso and Canelo. They didn't know he had failed the drug test in the previous fight in Texas. And he basically asked Mauricio Sulaimán, yo, homie, did you know this dude failed the drug test beforehand? And Sulaimán was saying no. And it's like Eddie Hearn, you know, like anybody else, don't believe him. And you got to remember, when it came to that computerol, oh, come the fuck on, bruh. I be telling you, bro, like, I'm so, like, when I get out late, something gonna happen. Something gonna happen. Either it's that whole ass train. This train always, I can't stand that train, dog. Ugh. That train always, it don't never catch you at, it ain't never a good time. I will say that. It ain't never a good time. That we can agree on. That we can agree on. Ain't never a good time. But he basically alluding to Mauricio Sulaimán knew about it, right? And they gave him a no contest, and pretty much nobody knew. And if they would have did their research, because he said he used BoxRec, if they would have researched the opponent, then they would have knew that. Then, you know, he kind of was mad because they want him to rematch a 2-time drug cheat. Now, Eddie Hearn has to be politically correct because he mentioned in there it took them 2 years to fight Conor Benn case. Conor Benn was dirty. So he can't really go in on drug cheats. Remember, he went in on a drug cheat and then he signed Canelo Alvarez and he looked like a hypocrite. But he's right. Everybody deserved their day in court, but you popped hot twice? Come on, man. You popped hot twice? Come on now. You popped hot twice. That is fucking amazing. You popped hot twice. 2 times. 2 times. So he basically alluding to Mauricio Sulaimán knew when he pressed him about it, or he asked him about it. He knew. This is the same guy that was changing the amount of computer raw you can have in your system, and this is the same buy that say buy the 365, but they might test you once a year. It's not really 365. They might pop up one time in the 365, but it's really not 365. You know? So, I mean, we already knew that, man. Mexicans gonna stay on cold, bro. Think about it. Margarito was able to load his hand wraps, right? And allow to still compete in the sport of boxing. He was still allowed to compete in the sport of boxing, even though he loaded his hand wraps. They would have got rid of a nigga, man. They would have got rid of a brother. So, of course, they knew. And then they want you to rematch him, and you find out this guy failed 2 drug tests. Well, I mean, what you mean? This dude should be facing some type of ban. And now they fought in the UK. He facing a BBC, British Board of Boxing Control, suspension, which can ban him in multiple territories. Look, man, I keep telling y'all keep, glorifying that green belt. That green belt is for Mexicans, bro. They allow them to cheat you. You gotta be crazy if you think they ain't sweeping some of these niggas' drug tests under the ropes and keeping it confidential and paying fighters off still to fight them. I'm telling you. It's a dirty game. It's a very dirty game. Very dirty game. This is how they moving, bro. So, Eddie Hearn did the same thing to Oscar Rivas. He allowed Dillian White to have that shit in his ass when he fought Robert Rivas. So, here go a taste of his own medicine. Real talk. Ooh, that's a taste of his own medicine. Now, it's so funny when it happened to you. It's funny how unfair it is, but it's nothing new. Mauricio Sulaimán, man, if the feds investigate this, man, it's bigger than that, bro. I'm telling you. And think about it, they do all this cheating just to still get their ass kicked, just to barely beat you, just to barely get a decision over you. That's wild, right? That's wild. They do all of that. They do all of that just to still barely beat you. Just to barely beat you. Crazy work. Just to still barely whoop you. And they've been sweeping shit under the rug. They've been allowing people to cheat. And Eddie Hearn, I think the WBC might have had something to do with that Rivas and White fight. I could be wrong on that. But what's so funny is when it happened to them, now they want to bitch and cry and complain. You see it every day in everyday society. Some people are expected to take it. Other people, when they get it, oh no, this is unfair and this is injustice and all, and injustice and all, all this bullshit. Eddie Hearn is just getting a taste of his own medicine. One of the things is on y'all. It's on the manager, the fighter, the promoter, the matchmaker, to look this guy up. If y'all looked it up, y'all would have seen he was dirty. But y'all didn't look it up. Public information. Y'all was just looking at, let's get the title. No, you got to do your full research. And even if you still was gonna fight them, then you probably would have put extensive drug testing in, or you would have took money from them. All right, we gonna fight you. You gotta give us extra money. You a risk. You a high risk. You a high risk. You gotta give up that bread. You gotta give up that bag. You gotta give up that bag. And I mean, most of these guys, and then when it came to Ryan, oh, drugs not that bad, and this, but then when it happened to them, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the fucking world. Oh, this is unfair, and we shouldn't have to put up with this, that, and the third, and woo, 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 woo. And I get it. It is unfair. It is unfair. I get it more than anybody. But a lot of these dudes is full of shit. They full of shit. When you on the winning side of it, or you ain't got no skin in the game, you don't think it's a big deal. When you in it, you know, all of a sudden it's the end of the world. But at the end of the day, it's on Eddie, the matchmaker, the fighter, the manager, the coach, for not doing their research on this guy. I mean, we got all the information in our hand. At the few clicks of a button, we got all the information at our hand. And we still don't be using that shit. And we still don't use that shit. Whose fault is that? I had to go all the way around. And these lights be so fucking long. And then you always get these Billy Brads and these pickup trucks that want to drive crazy. Don't get a Billy Becky behind a truck. Man, anyone behind a big truck, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm getting out your way. You know what I mean? I gotta speed to work, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, I've been an advocate, regardless of one of the fighters I like or dislike is on the wrong or right side of Peds. Come on, man, Virginia, drive your goddamn Altima, man. You driving like a bitch. Come on, push it. You can't get on the freeway doing 10 miles an hour. I be telling y'all, dog, like, America got a driving issue. I promise you they do, bro. You cannot get on the freeway going slow. Like, yeah, people kill me doing that. They get on the freeway, like, going slow as hell. No, you have to pick up the speed as you get on the freeway. If you're scared to go fast or to merge on the freeway, bro, don't take the freeway. And not this motherfucker's a Lyft driver. Like, lift these nuts. Lyft hop out of here, bro. That kill me. You driving Lyft and driving like a bitch. Like, get out of here, man. I'm telling y'all, the further you move out, they can't drive. They cannot drive. But that's all I had to say, man. You know, it ain't no fun when Eddie Hearn is on the wrong side of the law at all. No fun at all. And then you in the fast lane going slow, looking dumb. Man, dude. It irks my nerves when a man can't drive. It really do. It irks my nerves. You a whole motherfucking man. You know, we make machines and you can't drive. Old people, I give a pass. The old motherfucking, I get it, man. But, come on, man. Y'all want women, if y'all want to know, if your man can't drive, don't even get with him. Don't even give him none. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Free Game 89, Detroit Channel, Mauricio Sports Talk, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link, the whole 9 piece.